Well, as we told you yesterday, Governor Pete Ricketts vetoed $56 million in the two-year budget.
A good chunk of those cuts are coming from state health programs like Medicaid, which is concerning some senators. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Marlena Thornton has more for us tonight. Marlena?
Rod and Meg in the State Appropriations Committee wants lawmakers to consider overriding the governor's veto on nearly $34 million to the Department of Health and Human Services. The majority of its members say these cuts are harmful to many Nebraskans.
State health care providers could be seeing a reduction. Governor Pete Ricketts vetoed nearly $34 million for provider rates in 4 programs under the Department of Health and Human Services umbrella over 2 years. It includes a more than $23 million cut to Medicaid. The unicameral's Appropriations Committee voted to change that Tuesday morning. It is recommending lawmakers to override that part of the governor's veto.
Further cuts will undermine their ability to provide services to vulnerable citizens as well as to keep their employees employed. And so I think it's incumbent upon the legislature to protect their interests and fund those services.
The governor announced he wanted to chop about $56.5 million from the state budget Monday. He defended his 3% reduction to DHHS the next day.
If you look at some of my other agencies, Department of Agriculture, Department of Economic Development, they're over 8% with regard to what types of cuts they're taking. So everybody's got to be a part of the solution here to be able to get to the point where we have a stable budget.
Some senators on the Appropriations Committee are siding with Ricketts. Senator John Keene is one of them.
In the longer, broader perspective, that small cut now prevents us from having to make even larger, deeper cuts in coming bienniums or worst case scenario, a special session.
Lawmakers need 30 votes to override the veto.
The vote for the override could take place tomorrow. Once again, 30 votes are needed.
Marlena Thornton, thank you for the update.